Oh, hey, come walk with me. And today we're starting in a bit of an unusual location, I would say. I think we started here one time before. This is a kind of parking garage which they are also using for some kind of art projects. And I think we're going to keep it very short today. It's been a long week. Today is Sunday and tomorrow is a public holiday. But I thought it was interesting to come here and see how we go from here. So I think there's many different ways that art can be presented, and this week I was at a Yayoi Kusama exhibition, which is at the moment happening in Cologne, and that is completely booked out until the end of the month. So it was amazing to see actually on a Tuesday morning at 10 how many people there were actually who were interested in that, and I guess also some kind of there was a huge variety of people, many of whom I guess wouldn't regularly go to art exhibitions, but it was interesting to see how art can become so popular, kind of like a rock star status even. And with that being said, I think if you sometimes have a look at art and it's in a different place, like for example this one here, it just shows the kind of bandwidth that can be presented with a variety of mediums. Like for example, here is a lot of photography. The exhibition this week was of course a lot of sculptures, a lot of paintings, but just from that it was interesting to see. And then again, you look at something like this where people kind of have to go, all right? If they want to park their car in the city, then they have to go here. They are confronted with the art. In another place, they kind of choose to go and see. And I find that a good mix is probably very valuable. So I think the question oftentimes comes up is what is art good for? But I think really it kind of brings an inspiration in terms of what we are capable of, maybe also in terms of what we could do next. Like for example, of course, I'm choosing to vlog at the moment. Some other people might choose to make music, and even if you don't look at art, so if you look at, like, let's say regular work, anything sales or IT or whatever, I think the overlap and the human experience still stays the same. So it's good to see some other people's, let's say, perspective on things, and maybe also think about, okay, what does this mean to them? How are they expressing themselves? The same way that you could say, for example, a well-created PowerPoint slide that could be considered art, because that's the way that you're showing the way that you're living your current experience, or the way that you're feeling about certain things, right? So, yeah, I find it interesting to see and compare. I find that usually if you're looking at art in a place like this or in a gallery, of course it's much more concentrated, and of course a gallery is curated. An exhibition like this one here is curated, of course, but I still find that it is curated, of course, by humans, and I find that much more valuable than, for example, if you're looking at Instagram or some other social media, where the algorithm is considering what is going to be popular, what is not going to be popular. And I guess that if you were to post a lot of the images that we are seeing right here, that they might not do that well in an online medium, right? So even when you're taking photos, I think it's still valuable to number one, to print them, to kind of make sure that people are really connecting with it. I found it very interesting. There is a page I will, if I find it again, I will link it. There is some advice from the Tate Modern on how to enjoy art. And I think it goes something like, you should not rush through. I think they had some kind of figure that each piece of art on average is being looked at for a few seconds. I don't know if it was 6 seconds or something. But to really appreciate art, you should pick one piece and set a timer for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, and really think about what this piece means to you, what it tries to say, maybe also have a little bit of background on it, and then keep it to maybe 2 or 3 of those, and then you have already enough art for one day, I guess. So I always found that interesting. In terms of pop art, it feels like scrolling, kind of like scrolling past, for example, your Instagram feed, and I guess nobody really takes the time to open one photograph or one video and really look at it for 10, 15 minutes or even longer. And maybe that's something that I'd like to do in the coming week. I'll maybe choose one particular piece of art, and if I have any good ideas on what it means, maybe I'll use next week's video to talk about that. But I think for this vlog, we'll kind of leave it at that for today. And I guess I will see you in the next one. So, bye.